Nation pays tributes to Bharatiya Jan Sangh founder Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee on his birth anniversary today. Paying tributes through Twitter, Prime Minister Narendra Modi remembers the contributions of Dr. Mookerjee towards development and unity of India. BJP President JP Nadda lashes out at Rahul Gandhi, accuses him of demoralizing the nation and questioning the valor of armed forces. Flood situation in Assam shows further improvement. Rivers in Bihar show decline in water levels. Mumbai gets break from continuous rain. Waterlogging in several parts of Gujarat as rainfall continues in the state. Met Department forecasts intense lightning and thunderstorm in several parts of the country. Archaeological Survey of India reopens monuments across the country for public with full security and precautions after more than 3 months. However, Taj Mahal, Agra Fort and other monuments in Agra to remain shut in view of the COVID situation in the city. Marking the beginning of monsoon, the holy month of Sawan starts today. Deoghar Shravani Mela, which starts on the onset of the month of Sawan, has been called off in view of COVID-19. Ranchi Doordarshan Kendra facilitates e-darshan of rituals. Recovery rate from COVID-19 in India improves to nearly 61% with almost 4.25 lakh recoveries. Triple lockdown enforced for 7 days in Trivandrum due to increased spread of the virus. And global tally of confirmed cases of COVID-19 nears 1.14 crore with over 61 lakh recoveries and 5.3 lakh fatalities. US remains the hardest hit country with over 28.7 lakh cases, followed by Brazil and Russia. Hello, you're watching DD News and I'm Preeti presenting the bulletin. Our top story first. Birth anniversary of Bharatiya Jan Sangh founder Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee is being observed today. Born on July 6, 1901, Dr. Mookerjee was a prominent orator and a national leader who protested against the permit system in Kashmir. He fought not only for the freedom of the country but also laid down his life for preserving the unity and integrity of the nation. Paying tributes to Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee on his birth anniversary, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, and I quote him, "I bow to Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee on his Jayanti, a devout patriot. He made exemplary contributions towards India's development. He made courageous efforts to further India's unity. His thoughts and ideals give strength to millions across the nation." Home Minister and senior BJP leader Amit Shah also paid tributes to Dr. Mookerjee on his birth anniversary today. Amit Shah in a tweet said that the nation found a visionary leader in the form of Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee, who stressed on the root causes and permanent solutions to India's problems and fought for them throughout his life. Also paying rich tributes to founder of Bharatiya Jan Sangh on his birth anniversary, BJP National President JP Nadda said that based on the ideas of nationalism and nation service, Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee found Jan Sangh. Your thoughts on equality in society and united India are highly adherent in the creation of self-reliant India. BJP National President JP Nadda today attacked Congress leader Rahul Gandhi for questioning the valor of the armed forces. In a series of tweets, BJP National President said, and I quote him, "Rahul Gandhi does not attend a single meeting of Standing Committee on Defence, but sadly he continues to demoralize the nation, question the valor of our armed forces and do everything that a responsible opposition leader should not do." He further tweeted, "Rahul Gandhi belongs to that glorious dynastic tradition where as far as defence is concerned, committees don't matter, only commissions do. Congress has many deserving members who understand parliamentary matters, but one dynasty will never let such leaders grow. Really sad. And our correspondent Shailendra Mishra is joining us to get us more on that. Shailendra, again we see a stern and a strong worded rebuke coming in from BJP National President JP Nadda against Rahul Gandhi when he criticized the armed forces. Let us know more when we talk of the attack by BJP National President.
बिल्कुल एक तरह से कहें तो करारा पलटवार किया है बीजेपी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा ने राहुल गांधी पर और सीधे तौर पर कहा है कि संसद की जो समितियां रही हैं डिफेंस मामले में उसमें कभी भी एक बार भी राहुल गांधी नहीं गए और जिस तरह से वो बयानबाजी करते हैं दरअसल वो देश का मनोबल गिराने वाला है। और कांग्रेस में बहुत सारे ऐसे नेता हैं जो डिफेंस मामलों को अच्छी तरीके से जानते हैं, लेकिन एक परिवार उन्हें आगे नहीं बढ़ने देता। तो एक तरह से सीधे तौर पर राहुल गांधी पर निशाना साधा। हम जानते हैं जब राजीव गांधी ट्रस्ट का मामला सामने आया था तब भी बीजेपी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा ने तमाम एक तरह से आरोप लगाए थे ट्वीट के जरिए राहुल गांधी पर और गांधी परिवार पर सवाल उठाया था। और आज अपने कई ऐसे ट्वीट में उन्होंने जो अहम जो ट्वीट किए उसमें सीधे तौर पर राहुल गांधी पर निशाना साधा है कि वो जिम्मेदार विपक्ष के नेता के तौर पर अपनी जो भूमिका है वो नहीं निभा रहे हैं और जिस तरह से वो बयानबाजी कर रहे हैं दरअसल वो देश का मनोबल गिराने वाला है। सेना पर वो सवाल उठाते रहे और ये पहली बार नहीं है जब बीजेपी की तरफ से राहुल गांधी के बयानों और ट्वीट को लेकर उन पर पलटवार किया गया है। इससे पहले भी बीजेपी के तमाम नेता राहुल गांधी पर सवाल उठाते रहे और अब बीजेपी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा ने सीधे तौर पर ट्वीट करके राहुल गांधी पर निशाना साधा और उन पर यह आरोप लगाया है कि वो जिम्मेदार विपक्ष के नेता के तौर पर अपनी जो भूमिका है वो नहीं निभा रहे हैं और इस तरह के एक तरह जो बयानबाजी है उस पर सवाल उठाया है। निश्चित तौर पर एक तरह से कहें तो करारा पलटवार है जेपी नड्डा की तरफ से राहुल गांधी पर।
All right, Shailendra, thank you so much for joining us with those inputs. That was our correspondent Shailendra Mishra telling us more about the strong-worded attack which has come in from BJP President JP Nadda against Rahul Gandhi. And in other news, let's get you an update on the flood situation. Monsoon fury continues to wreak havoc in several states of the country. However, situation in Assam is slowly improving as water level has receded at many places. 37 persons have died due to floods in the state so far, while over 6,80,000 people in 18 districts are still affected by floods. However, there is no report of any death in the past 24 hours. According to Assam State Disaster Management Authority, over 1,000 villages are affected by floods and 39,600 hectares of crop area is underwater. Relief and rescue work is underway. NDRF and SDRF teams have rescued over 1,000 people from affected areas. Nearly 5,000 people are sheltered in 62 relief and rescue centers. The world-famous Kaziranga National Park is now completely underwater. Meanwhile, rain has stopped in Mumbai as of now. There was continuous downpour in Mumbai and Thane since Sunday morning, resulting in waterlogging at many places. However, water has receded from several areas like Kurla, Gandhinagar and Juhu. Due to waterlogging, routes of best buses have been changed at many places on Sunday, but special suburban services of Western and Central Railways is not hampered. BMC workers were seen cutting fallen trees and removing them from roads in Bandra. Now, according to the Met Office, heavy to very heavy rain is likely to continue in Mumbai and its suburbs. Several districts in Gujarat witnessed heavy rains on Sunday, with Khambhalia Tehsil in Devbhoomi Dwarka district receiving as much as 434 millimeters of rainfall during the day, 292 millimeters between 6 and 8 p.m. alone, which led to major waterlogging. Heavy rains also lashed parts of Porbandar, Gir, Somnath, Junagadh and Amreli districts in Saurashtra region, as well as Valsad and Navsari districts in South Gujarat throughout the day. Ahmedabad Center of Indian Meteorological Department predicted heavy to very heavy rainfall in Saurashtra, North and South Gujarat over the next 3 days. In Bihar, due to light to moderate rainfall witnessed during the last 24 hours, water level of the rivers has come down. The situation has also improved due to light rains in Nepal, and excessive rainwater flowing from there has also decreased. Areas connected to Bagmati, Kosi and Budhi Gandak rivers received rainfall of 10 to 35 millimeters. Talking about Simanchal in Bihar, Mahananda River has gone below the danger mark in all the 6 places of Katihar. However, the Adhwara River in Darbhanga is flowing 1 meter 80 centimeters above the danger mark. The water level of Parman River in Biasi of Purnia is 50 centimeters above the danger mark, while Ghogha River in Kehalgaon, Bhagalpur is flowing 89 centimeters above the danger mark. There is no serious danger at this point in time, but due to the cutting of embankments in some places, the flood water has spread over a large area. Due to this, the level of the water of the rivers has decreased. Meanwhile, the Met Department has predicted intense lightning and thunderstorms in several parts of the country. Let's get to other news now. National carrier Air India has announced 36 evacuation flights between India and the United States from 11th to 19th of July under Vande Bharat mission. Air India in a statement said that tickets of the flights may be booked through Air India website beginning from 8 p.m. today. India commenced Vande Bharat mission operations on May 7th to evacuate Indians stranded abroad due to COVID-19 lockdown. More than 5.2 lakh Indians have returned to India or through the Vande Bharat mission, chartered flights, naval ships and through land borders since May 6th. The mission involved 860 Air India flights, 1,256 charter flights and 8 naval ships. Meanwhile, the domestic flight operations in the country have witnessed a slow and steady rise in the number of flyers, crossing the 76,000 mark as on July 4th. The government has taken a big decision to block 40 websites belonging to the banned terrorist outfit Sikhs for Justice for supporting secessionist activities. On the recommendations of the Home Ministry, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has taken the decision to block these websites of the outfit under IT Act 2000 for indulging in unlawful activities. The outfit, which was banned by the Ministry of Home Affairs about a year ago, has been running an online campaign for recruiting the supporters. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, reinforcing the commitment to strengthening national security and Modi government's policy of zero tolerance to terrorism, Union Home Ministry under the leadership of Home Minister Amit Shah had declared 9 individuals as designated terrorists under the provisions of UAPA Act. Now, among them, Gurpatwant Singh Panun, the chief of banned Sikhs for Justice outfit, was also there. As part of the government's Unlock 2, all historical monuments protected by the Archaeological Survey of India have reopened for the public from today. The monuments opened after more than 3 months for public with full security and precaution. The Union Ministry of Culture had last week announced a reopening of ASI protected properties from July 6th, that is today, with SOPs and safeguards in place. The ASI has, however, made all arrangements to follow social distancing norms by making circles outside the monuments in Agra. Also, it was clarified by the ministry that only those monuments or museums which are in the non-containment zone will be open for visitors. Total 3,691 centrally protected monuments come under ASI, out of which 820 centrally protected monuments which have places of worship were opened on 8th of June. While all major historical monuments across the nation reopened today, the world-famous Taj Mahal and other monuments in Agra will remain closed till further orders as they fall under the buffer zone area outside the containment zone. In a tweet, Agra DM Prabhu N. Singh said, considering the impact of coronavirus in Agra, it has been decided that Taj Mahal and some other monuments, including Agra Fort and the Akbar Tomb at Sikandra, will fall under the buffer zone. Thus, any movement of tourists in the area could spread coronavirus. At present, there are 71 active containment zones in Agra. According to officials, though Agra has more or less controlled the COVID outbreak, the situation continues to be bad in Delhi and NCR, from where a rush of tourists is expected. And let's get you an update on the COVID-19 situation in the country. Due to collective and focused efforts for containment and management of COVID-19 by the centre along with states and union territories, the number of recovered cases rose to over 4,24,000. Now, as per the latest updates, 4,24,432 people have recovered across the country. According to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, there are over 2,53,000 active cases and all are under active medical supervision. And in Kerala, triple lockdown has been imposed in Thiruvananthapuram from 6 a.m. this morning for 7 days. All offices except for essential and critical services will remain shut, including the Secretariat. People are advised to remain indoors and movement of persons can only be for medical emergencies and delivering essential services and goods. Public cannot come out of their houses to make any purchases. Police and associated volunteers will deliver the essential items at home. No vehicles will ply during this period in the city. Entry and exit to the city limits will only be through single point, and this extraordinary decision was taken after Trivandrum has been reporting cases, the origin of which could not be traced. And Ajay Joy is joining us from Thiruvananthapuram to get us more on that. Ajay, get us how has the day begun in Kerala? We tell our viewers that triple lockdown has been imposed in Thiruvananthapuram from 6 a.m. today morning.
Yes, Preeti. The triple lockdown has set in. Trivandrum is experiencing its first bout with this particular emergency protocol. Because earlier, the Northern District Kasaragod, when it faced such a threat of community spread, had undergone the same triple lock system. So I will explain what is triple lockdown strategy is all about. First is like the whole designated area. In Trivandrum's case, it is corporation limit. The whole corporation area will be sealed off. No one can enter and no one can go out. Second lock will be for those specific regions where COVID-19 cases have been reported, the chances of where primary and secondary contacts are there. So there will be additional securities over that. And the third lock will be on the houses of the infected persons. And extraordinary security measures will be there around that area. So this system is what we call triple lockdown in Kerala. So this system was successful in containing the spread in Kasaragod, and the authorities, they're hoping that it will succeed in Trivandrum as well. Because in Trivandrum, although it has been safely eluding the threat so far, but right now the case is a different story altogether. Out of the 27 cases reported yesterday, 22 were of local contacts with no travel history abroad or other states. So far, Kerala had been taking solace in the fact that no one from Kerala was having that spread. The ratio has always been skewed towards those came from outside. But right now, Trivandrum is facing a different story altogether. And authorities are hoping that it will succeed. Mainly, people will feel difficulty in doing the purchase, actually. They can't go out. The essential service, only they can order something, and then police or the volunteers, they can deliver at the home. But it's not, there is still needs to be some clarity about how this procedure will go about. Right now, people are staying indoors in hope that the authorities will take care of them right now.
All right, you have explained to us what triple lockdown actually means. Also, Ajay, let us know the current situation there, because we tell our viewers that in Trivandrum there have been cases, the origin of which could not be traced, could not be located. So the administration there has, opted for a triple lockdown. Let us know more about the current COVID-19 situation there.
Preeti, I had explained a little earlier. Right now, as of yesterday, Trivandrum recorded 27 cases, out of which 22 are not having any travel histories. So effectively denoting to the local contract itself. And second point is, throughout the last 30 days also, last 1 month, Kerala has seen, Trivandrum has seen more than 30 cases. So it may not be that much when compared to other states where the issue has become more serious. But authorities are proactive in making sure that the tendency won't get into a surge mode. So they hope that a triple lockdown will work in Trivandrum, especially considering it being a capital city, and so many protests were also happening in the city in the last week and all. So all the protests, they have come to complete naught right now, and authorities are they're hoping
Right.
that the capital city will be saved by this measure.
All right, Rajya, thank you so much for joining us with those inputs. And let's get to an update from Chennai now. Chennai and its neighboring districts emerged from a 17-day intensive lockdown today. Vegetable and provision shops can now stay open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. as before earlier. And these are the visuals we're getting for you, wherein BJP President JP Nadda is paying tributes to the founder of Jan Sangh, Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee, on his birth anniversary today. And as we told you, Dr. Mookerjee was born on July 6, 1901, and he was a prominent orator and a nationalist leader. He protested against the permit system in Kashmir. And here we have the other BJP party leaders paying their tributes or obeisance to Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee on his birth anniversary today. The Prime Minister also tweeted acknowledging the contribution of Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee. He talked of how he was a devout patriot and he made exemplary contributions towards India's development. Dr. Sharma Prasad Mookerjee remembered on his birth anniversary today. Let's get to other news now. The holy month of Sawan or Shravan is starting from today. The entire country is celebrating the first Somvar of the Sawan month today. The month of Sawan marks the start of the monsoon season in India. The Shravan month will conclude on 3rd August. The month is marked by complete devotion to Lord Shiva and observing fasts on Mondays. Some even observe fasts on Tuesdays, which was known as Mangal Gauri Vrat. In the national capital, devotees offered prayers at Gauri Shankar temple in Chandni Chowk this morning on the first Monday of the Sawan month. Now, the temperature of the devotees was also checked with thermometer guns as a precautionary measure to contain the spread of COVID-19. Amid few festivities in temples due to the coronavirus outbreak, devotees gather at Kashi Vishwanath temple in Varanasi on the first Monday of Sawan month. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath offered prayers at Mansarovar Temple in Gorakhpur to mark the first Monday of Sawan month. In Madhya Pradesh, prayers are being offered at Mahakaleshwar Temple in Ujjain. On the first day of the Sawan month, Deogarh's world-famous Shravani Mela, which starts on the onset of month of Sawan, has been called off in view of the prevailing outbreak of COVID-19. Moreover, this year, the entry of devotees to Dumka's prominent Basuki Dham temple has been restricted, although the administration has facilitated virtual darshan of the temple for the devotees. They can watch online aarti on the Facebook page of Deogarh administration or on deogarh.nic.in. That is the website of the district administration. Today is the 85th birthday of the Dalai Lama. On the occasion, the Dalai Lama gave a message on social media. In his message, he asked people to not gather in huge numbers for the celebrations in view of the prevailing COVID situation. He also urged people to celebrate the birthday by reciting Mani Mantra. The confirmed cases continue to spike worldwide of COVID-19, with cumulative figures rising to over 1.14 crore and over 5.33 lakh fatalities. Now, according to the latest data compiled by Johns Hopkins University, 1 crore 14 lakh 49,707 cases of COVID-19 have been reported across the world. The United States continues to remain the worst hit country with over 28.88 lakh cases and 1,29,947 deaths, followed by Brazil and Russia. The figure of confirmed cases in Brazil remains unchanged since yesterday, which has been over 16.03 lakh, while the death toll has risen to over 64,000. Whereas in Russia, over 6.8 lakh cases have been reported till now, with 10,145 fatalities. And before we wind up the bulletin, heads up on an exclusive interview with John Bolton, former U.S. National Security Advisor. Watch this interview at 5:30 p.m. on DD News and 8 p.m. on DD India today.